Chapter 3. Likewise, wives, be subject to your own husbands, that, even if any are disobedient to the word, they may be gained without the word by the conversation of the wives, having witnessed your pure conversation carried out in fear, whose adorning, let it not be that outward one of dressing of hair, and wearing gold, or putting on apparel, but the hidden man of the heart, in the incorruptible ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which in the sight of God is of great price. For thus also the holy women who have hoped in God heretofore adorned themselves, being subject to their own husbands, as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose children ye have become, doing good and not fearing with any kind of consternation. Ye husbands likewise, dwell with them according to knowledge, as with a weaker, even the female vessel, giving them honour, as also fellow heirs of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. Verse 8. Finally, be all of one mind, sympathizing, full of brotherly love, tender-hearted, humble-minded, not rendering evil for evil, or railing for railing, but, on the contrary, blessing others, because ye have been called to this, that ye should inherit blessing. For he that will love life and see good days, let him cause his tongue to cease from evil, and his lips that they speak no guile. And let him avoid evil, and do good. Let him seek peace, and pursue it, because the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears towards their supplications. But the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. And who shall injure you, if ye have become imitators of that which is good? But if also ye should suffer for righteousness' sake, blessed are ye. But be not afraid of their fear, neither be troubled, but sanctify the Lord the Christ in your hearts, and be always prepared to give an answer to every one that asks you to give an account of the hope that is in you, but with meekness and fear, having a good conscience, that as to that in which they speak against you as evildoers, they may be ashamed, who calumniate your good conversation in Christ. For it is better, if the will of God should will it, to suffer as well-doers than as evildoers. For Christ indeed has once suffered for sins, the just for the unjust, that he might bring us to God, being put to death in flesh, but made alive in the Spirit, in which also going he preached to the spirits which are in prison, heretofore disobedient, when the long suffering of God waited in the days of Noah, while the ark was preparing, into which few, that is, 8 souls, were saved through water, which figure also now saves you, even baptism, not a putting away of the filth of flesh, but the demand as before God of a good conscience, by the resurrection of Jesus Christ, who is at the right hand of God, gone into heaven, angels and authorities and powers being subjected to him.